Rise. Yes, case number 596 on the calendar, the matter of Lorenzo versus Lackey.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated.
Who's Nicole?
That's me, Your Honor.
And Lisa, that would be you. You were friendly with which one of these two young
Nicole.
ladies? Nicole.
Yes,
And there came a time when they allowed you to move in with them.
that's correct.
You moved in with them for a while. Didn't work out. You moved out, and you claimed they owe you for the bill for a cell phone.
Yes,
That you opened up,
that's correct.
gave them a line, and that you moved out quickly, and you also left 2 suitcases in the house
That's correct.
that you want back.
That's correct.
Ms. Lackey says that you were supposed to pay some rent when you were living there. You never did. Pay rent and utilities, and they have a counterclaim.
That's correct.
First, let's take care of some simple issues. Did she leave 2 suitcases behind?
No, she did not, ma'am. She left about 3 shirts and a green vase.
Do you have those?
They're in my home at the current moment.
Okay, but no suitcases?
No.
Okay. Tell me about the cell phone.
The cell phones I actually opened in the beginning of December, which was about a week after I did move in. I wasn't planning to move in. It was just supposed to spend one night with Nicole, and then the next day, me and my mom got into an altercation, and then they said I could stay. So that's how everything happened. I opened up the cell phones at the beginning of December. Her friend Daryl, that works at Verizon Wireless, ran my credit to see if I needed a security deposit. I didn't. I was qualified for up to 4 lines. And
What does that mean? You know, you talk to somebody who's totally illiterate when it comes to these things. I have a cell phone that I don't share with anybody.
Right, well-
Sharing is not really an adult thing to do,
right.
especially when you talk about your credit.
Right. They ran my credit to see if I could be accepted for a cell phone without a security deposit. Like if my credit was bad, I would have to pay a security
So
deposit.
you had good enough credit to get a cell phone and to give it to 3 friends.
Right.
But you are responsible for the bill.
Well, I was responsible for my portion of the bill.
But you are ultimately responsible for
Correct,
everybody's
because
bill.
it's in my name, yes.
Okay. Who did you give a cell phone to?
I got a cell phone for myself, Nicole, her mother, and my boyfriend at the time.
Is it correct that she gave you cell phones?
That is
Yes.
correct. I did put the $125 that they did request for the deposit of the 4 cell phones, and I paid that out of my pocket.
$125?
Yes.
There was no security deposit.
Yes, there was.
There was not.
Okay. It is your claim that they owe you for the use of the cell phones.
Correct.
Let me see the bills for that.
Okay. The first portion is my copy. Here's a copy of a payment I made. It's everything.
Whose phone number is 688?
That would be mine.
And yours would be?
Correct.
Now show me your payments on these bills.
Actually, what happened with the cell phones was she opened the account on December 3rd. On December 26th, after she had moved out, she shut the phones off so we couldn't use them 3 days before the first bill was due, which I have
Because
in
of
my
excessive
possession.
charges.
Okay. Would you please read to me from the month of December bill, how much each of them owe you on that bill?
It shows,
Just read it to me, please.
okay. Here's 154 for voice and data charges, 154.59.
Just a second. For whom?
For Nicole.
Okay. For Nikki,
And also a $15 suspension fee because they went over their minutes by almost 500 combined minutes.
okay, I have 154 and 15. What else?
Okay. Nicole went over 291 minutes, and it's 35 cents per minute that she went over.
That's a lie.
I have the
Show her
paper right here
Show her the bill.
for the minutes.
That's not the bill I have, ma'am.
For December?
Yes, I have it right here.
Can I see it?
I have my cell phone line highlighted on that bill so you could see how much, and I added it up to $101.55.
That's because they transfer the lines from mine onto
avoid
their phone.
her money.
This is a quick bill summary from December 1st to December 3rd.
I don't even know how she would have gotten that.
It was sent to my house.
So you opened my mail.
She was living there, and she had.
So you opened my mail.
Did you pay $414? And
No, ma'am. Those were for 4 lines completely. I'm not going to pay for.
So how much did you
everybody's.
pay?
I never paid anything because.
There we go.
She
So you
owed
just a
me
minute.
the
So you
money.
never paid anything. Got it. Now I got it. Okay, good. So you didn't pay the bill for December. Okay. All right. Now I'll hear your counterclaim.
She moved in the beginning of November due to an altercation with her mother, that she had a physical altercation. She said, I need to come to your house. We have been best friends for 14 years. I've known her since I was 8 years old.
Go ahead.
You know, so I agreed to let her come and stay. I said, now you will owe me $150 each month for rent, and you'll pay your portion of the utilities.
Was she working at the time?
No, she was not.
Well, then I don't believe you.
She was supposed to secure a job.
Yes.
I took her to go and
That's
get a
fine.
job at Burger King, which she never showed up for orientation.
She
That's
ran
fine.
out of her orientation.
That's fine. But if she moves in and you know that she doesn't have any way of paying you anything at
But
that
she
point.
said that she was going to get a job to pay it
Good.
back, so I
Okay,
agreed.
keep going.
Okay. Then all the utility bills started coming, the television, the phone.
Who lives in your house?
It was me, my mother, another roommate of ours, and herself.
Did she have her own room?
She shared a room with the other roommate who was the boyfriend at her time.
Whose boyfriend at the time?
Her boyfriend at the time.
What, was he already living there?
Yes.
Before
Yes.
I came.
She came there
Oh,
and
it's all getting much
couple
too
days
complicated.
later,
But he was
she-
paying rent?
yes, yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Stop putting things in writing. Keep going. I'm listening to the counterclaim.
Okay. I had her sign an agreement, which she stole from me, saying she would pay me.
You mean you had your friend of 14 years sign an agreement with you that she would pay you for rent?
Because
Right?
we
Yeah,
were,
when she was sharing a room with her boyfriend, who you say was paying rent?
but
I'm
he was already-
asking you, that's what you want me to believe, that you
Well,
had
yeah.
your best friend for 14 years who had an altercation with her mother, who moved into your house, stayed in a room with her boyfriend, who according to you was paying rent, and you want me to believe that you had her sign an agreement that she would pay you rent. That's all I'm asking
I
you.
had him one too because
I
that
didn't
wasn't-
ask him. I said you started out by she was your best friend for 14 years. Keep going.
So the bills came for her portion. She kept trying to say she would, you know, borrow the money since she didn't have a job. She was looking for a job. We were trying to help her looking for a job. She thought she had one lined up, but she never followed up with it. She would just sit in the house and not do anything. We got in, you know, arguments about it because I had to go to work every day and she kept borrowing money from me for food, getting her nails done, things like that.
I wouldn't have given her any money to get her nails done.
I stopped giving her money.
Say, sure. I wouldn't have given her once to get her nails done.
I only got her nails done once, Your Honor. I didn't do it after that.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
If you knew the place was being foreclosed and you were going to be evicted, show me that you paid rent for December.
And later today,
I had stated, you know, I'll let you move in, but I'll need help with the rent, and no problem you moving in because I would really love you to because I was in love with her. I wanted her to move in.
That's not true. She
Just a
never
second.
made me.